Hey all, and welcome into the next episode of Dark Souls 3. We are here in the Dragonkin Mausoleum, I believe it is. Last time we beat the I was about to say it again. Ancient Wyvern in the VR Dragon Peak. And now we're on to the second half of the area in the mausoleum. We have our Great Heavy Soul Arrow equipped. Now that we have put crystal on our croquills. We'll kill this guy one time for one time. Doing good damage, to be honest. Oh, we don't space those. Okay, he is just super armoring through everything. Everything. And I'm stun locked. That's great. We love being stun locked. He's gonna guard. He's gonna do it again. And why wouldn't he? It's not like I can do anything about it. There we go. Perish. Nice armor, guy. Great sword. I believe we can farm his set if we keep killing him. That guy gets summoned in, basically. By this, madame. With the whip. I believe this one will stay, maybe, or... We do need to be down there. There is something important that we need to get. Soul of a Crestfallen Knight. Okay, let's do this again then. Alrighty, mate. Alrighty, mate. Please move. Right, it's fine. Stay still. Will you give me a piece? No. I guess that's not how you unlock that armor set. I don't quite remember how to get it. Ooh, Dragon Slayer Spear. That is important to read, so let's. Melee weapons. So be in the spears somewhere. Crossbear associated with Ornstein the Dragon Slayer. A dragon of the gods imbued with the strength of lightning. 200 thrust. Utilizes the support of a cross and requires great might, but can pierce deep into the flesh of dragons and send mere men flying. What is the spear of Ornstein the Dragon Slayer doing here? It's a good question, whose answer is not immediately obvious outside of, you know, he is the Dragon Slayer, this is the dragon area. And we'll find out the implications of that in a bit. Ooh, wait a second. We've lost our ability to R2, R1 into killing these guys. Probably because they're resistant to magic in some sort of capacity. Ornstein, if you forget, is one of the four great knights. Along with Karen, Hawkeye Go, and Artorias of the Abyss. What am I doing? I am sitting down and meditating. And an illusion of Ornstein was tasked with guarding the Great Cathedral, along with the real Executioner Smo. They were guarding Guinevere, Gwyn's first daughter, I think. Incidentally, Gwyn's firstborn, the god of war, has been stricken from the history books for an unknown reason. It's a surprise tool that will help us later. Anyway, this is the Calamity Ring. Do you want to know what it does? You wanna know what it does? Let's see. Where are you? There you are. Receive double damage. No. A ring made from the orange eye of a calamitous dragon. The ring has no useful powers and is merely a symbol of dragon worship, a thing quietly passed down amongst its most fervent adherents, some of whom become convinced the task has been bestowed upon them as a sacred duty. Did somebody just die just tangentially? Maybe. Yeah. Calamite is also associated with the 4 Knights of Gwyn. There's a guy here. Yeah, no, you're not gonna get me. So in the DLC, Artorias the Abyss, you find Calamite, and Calamite is said to be one of the strongest dragons. Not even the full might of Anor Londo would dare challenge Calamite. And you know, that's a problem. But you know, we are the player character, so we can do feats of which a organized army cannot. We requisition the help of Hawkeye Go. He's a blind giant who uses a bow to shoot Calamite in the wing to stop him from flying away, so that we can fight him on level ground. Of course we do that. This is the shortcut back to the bonfire, if anybody was wondering. It's the most useless shortcut in the game. I have no idea why anybody would ever in their lives use this. So yeah, you kill Calamite in the first DLC that you get his ring. It's a bit of a challenge run troll that you get near the end of the game. So what, like, give it to us at the beginning if you're gonna, you know, give us a challenge run item. This isn't. I don't think so. It looked like it might be, but I don't think there's any hidden walls in this area. I sort of forgot where I need to go. Oh, it's down here, isn't it? Damn, I'm down to 7 Estus. I shouldn't be this low. There's a guy in the alcove somewhere that scared me. There we are. He can just hit through walls, and he didn't even aggro. He just hit me through a wall and continued like I didn't just get hit. Like he didn't just hit me. Rude. Okay. So yeah, a lot of 4 Knights of Gwyn sort of stuff in this area, which is interesting. Come on, brother. Got it. Yeah, the guy down here, I remember. And plunge him. This guy there. There's something over there. I don't remember if there's anything. Okay. That's not good. What? I'm pressing the roll button and he's just like, nah. Please don't move. Please. God, it's so slow. That is a wall, good sir. Still a wall. That's not a good idea. good. I can die. Right. You can't sneak up on me. Okay, so some of them I can R2, R1. And there was actually nothing there, so I killed that guy for nothing. Good to know. This ladder is the way forward. Because it essentially, if you don't do what I did, lets you sidestep that entire encounter of a big guy. But, you know, why do things the easy way? Yeah, you can just go down there and sort of skip it. Lyra ahead. Thunderstone plate ring, important for us. I don't believe there's anything hidden here. Or any reason to go down. Just checking just in case. Yeah, the lore implications of this area are pretty big. It solves a lot of mysteries that the game has sort of been, you know, keeping secret since Dark Souls 1. Okay. Got you. Evening Titanite. Not the worst area that it would lead you. A crystal lizard. I'll allow it. Praise the sun. You can do a little sneaky, get up here with that item. Alright. Now if I remember rightly, there's a stone crystal lizard over here. He's gonna roll at us. There's another one behind us, which is okay. Lucky he didn't roll into us from behind and knock us off or something. They're not too threatening. They're like more of an annoyance. They're a bit tanky and they can knock you off into stuff and they interrupt you a bunch. If I remember, there's a safe spot here. We can just run past. There's no point even trying to kill this guy. I mean, there's probably a reason, but I tried to roll. I jumped. It's restored my life. We spend the heal going up here. It's fine. By fine, I mean I'm very scared for my life and my prospects and my future. So, nice. We have another summon over here. I think we're gonna run past him or try to and just get to the girl. Get absolutely decimated by soul mass. And this naked guy will kindly wait for us to finish. Forget I said that. Just, yeah. This is Ricard. This is Ricard's rapier. It's pretty interesting. I think Ricard is a Dark Souls 3 enemy. Let's see. A strikingly decorative rapier of an undead prince, spoken of in ancient stories. Although many of the tales surrounding the prince are questionable, this thrusting weapon suggests that the stories of his graceful techniques were in fact true. That's not something we'll be using, but it's good to have. Alright. Now. Nothing will remain once the bell has tolled ominous death warnings that we are going to be heeding, because there's a bonfire right here. And there's something to go back for. So let us do that. Let's kill you again before you can get off a summon. Majestic God rays. feels like a tech demo like area, you know? Feels like we're just like, make an area that looks nice. We might or might not use it. And we're all happy that they did. I really forget where I need to... there's a specific encounter I'm looking for. I don't remember exactly where it is. So I gotta, unfortunately, okay, yeah. See what I mean about annoying interrupts. I gotta figure out where what I'm doing. It might not even be here, if I'm honest. Alright, buddy. Alright, buddy. I feel like they're programmed, like, if they hit a melee attack, just to do it again. I feel like it's somewhere here, but I don't remember where. Invisible Arse Dragon. If he comes down, I'll fight him. Not sure if he will. Bitch, move, bro. Let me up, bro. It's not even aimed at me, bro. Oh, you are so gonna get it. Oh, you are so gonna get it when I can get to you. Never mind, Dave. Reach him. I'm inside of his head. Such a bitch. Roll back. Sure. Just bait out a fire attack, get stuck inside of him, and hit his head from behind. What am I saying today? Okay, don't let him get a range. Fuck it. I'm curious what happens when I kill him. Okay, no swiper. How much damage have I done to him? About half. I mean, probably just a bit less, maybe like 40%. Could you stop? Could you stop? Like, hello? There we are. Perfect to see. Just roll up the mountain. It's fine. It's fine. Come on, fire. Wrong fire. What a bitch. You mother bitch. How did that hit me? I'm behind you. Alright, that's fair. I made terrible mistakes. We're just doing this for a bit, huh? What a bitch. Stop it! Almost down. Fucking. I'm literally. I didn't even take a swipe at him. I was walking back. What are you doing, sir? Ah, that's the wrong way. Oh, he's doing a swipe. There we are. You didn't get anything for that. I mean, fair enough. You get a bunch of upgrade resources. Yeah, up there. Well, how do I get up there? Dragging ahead. Thanks for the help. Don't remember, man. That's annoying me now. It's a very important encounter. This guy's just been roasted by the dragon. Because it can't be anything back here, because we can't get onto that sort of bit. I thought there was like a ladder somewhere over here. Wrong though, there isn't. Oh yeah, you could also do this to sidestep all the dragon stuff, which is fair. I just miss a passage somewhere. No gesture ahead. Thanks, guy. That message wasn't there. I wouldn't know if I would have to not use a gesture there or not. Oh, is this it? I don't think so. Oh no, maybe. Yes. Die. Wahaha. You're not a mimic. Ignite Knight of 3. Now, this next bit on 5 flasks might be a bit of a problem. Because there's already a dead dragon here. And if you played the... I'm trying to lock on, man. That's another thing. Lock on distance is horrible. And it's bound to the same button as camera reverse. Okay, did not get the backstab I wanted. Yeah, you take that for a bit. I'm just going to kite around it. You stand in the fog cloud. I mean, yeah, you can stand in it. That's fine. I'm stuck on something. What am I stuck on? The dragon floor? Please step in it. There we are. Yeah, so if you play Dark Souls 1, you might have had a fun encounter with this man here. Or, well, his name is Havel the Rock. But the interesting thing about this guy is that this is not Havel. This, in fact, is a cultist. Or like a follower of Havel that's cosplaying as Havel. I'm pretty sure. Because I think the original Havel might be like dead or elsewhere or something. I'm very happy to have Pestilent Mist, because that made like very short work of him. And we get a Titanite Slab, which is a very good reward, let me tell you. Very good reward. I think there's only like 2 more Titanite Slabs that you can get in this, in like one game playthrough. Which would put it to 4 total, if I'm not gravely mistaken. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. We have 94k souls, and we can start that area with full heals if we so choose. And I so choose.
Welcome, host speak.
Right, level me up. And now we have more like incentive to put into intelligence, because that's going to greatly boost up. Like if we put into dex, right, we get 2 extra damage on our right-handed weapon. If we put it into intelligence, we get +4, which is kind of nuts if you think about it. So let's do that first. Then we make our return. Put that shield on our back to get more souls. And to the Great Belfry we go. Yeah, Havel is really tough if you don't cheese him like I did. Because he has super armor on everything. He one-shots you with that Dragon Claw. In fact, let's read. Reading is fun. Dragon Tooth. Did I miss it? I might have missed it. Yes. Created from an everlasting dragon tooth that will never break. Left by Havel himself, along with his boulder-like great shield, grants its wielder resistance to magic and fire. It's funny, right? If you look at this weapon, obviously you can see it's a dragon tooth, but they're not like using the sharp end of the tooth to, like, you know, impale things. They're using the broad side of it as a fucking club, which is metal as hell. And we got the shield as well. Tremendously solid and heavy great shield, cut straight from a great slab of stone. Said to be a relic of the legendary Havel the Rock, along with the dragon tooth. The shield is imbued with a special power reminiscent of Havel himself. So yeah, a lot of allusions to Havel, not much about Havel himself, which is a bit odd, but whatever, we move. We kill Havel in the first game. I thought that was an item, it's not. There are a lot of enemies in this area. Basically, I hate you so much. Basically, this area is a very small gauntlet of lots of tough enemies that we are going to get through and get and claim, you know, a big item. Just a little ember in there. There's nothing on this side, right? I remember always checking these and always being just slightly disappointed. Alright. It's time to lock in a bit, because we need to do so. Please, lock on. It's like, that's another thing which, you know, makes like areas like, or like range attacks really weak. It's like you can't lock on from like further than 3 meters. That irritates me. And yes, I'm being hyperbolic. What of it? Look at him. You go to challenge this guy and then you just like see Colossus out there. Like, I can't lock onto him from this distance. Like, that is my distance. And if I go any further, I unlock. Okay, let's hit him with a spell. See if we can make him follow us faster. In fact, let's do this. Kite him around. kite him around the cloud for a bit. It's fire, that's fine. Oh, we staggered him. Didn't get us anywhere, but we did stagger him. Like, you know what I mean, right? It's just a bit much. I'm trapped. I could have gone backwards a bit more, but I can't. I don't have a minute to heal. Let's get a bit of space. Never mind. Longer legs. We can kill the big guy, we're fine. We're golden. It's just not easy to do that. We're running into the domain of another enemy, by the way, which is also not good. But we have some pillars to work around here. We can, you know, discombobulate. We get rocked and we rolled. Yes! Yes, my little buddy. Body block all the enemies. Right. No need to get impatient. He says getting impatient. Okay. I have the privilege of knowing how many, like, approximately how long this gauntlet is going to go on for, so I can, you know, pace out. That didn't hit. That didn't hit. I can pace out my my heals, you know, decently well. I know how much I'm probably going to need. Right. Okay, you're done. All right, and breathe. Holy shit. See, that's the thing about mob enemies, is like, you don't need to rush. If you take your time, you can find openings, like very little breaks, as long as you're like happy kiting. And yeah, you will get hit a bit, but you know, it's gonna happen. Now, okay, now is not the time to get killed by this little shit. Goodness. All right, do we miss anybody up over here? No, we did not. Okay. Killed so many guys. It's like such a vicious ambush. And look, there's just another big guy waiting to take his turn. Alright. Two big guys, by the way. At the same time. Ah, my bad. Can barely even run. For me. Woo. Just, you know, pay attention. There was no way. There was no way to dodge that. Oh, goodness. Just keep swinging, huh? He's just hitting through all the walls. Yeah, we're out of heals. The dream would have been to, like, get both of these guys separately. What the fuck? Look how far he was. He was at the bottom of those stairs at the back. Goodness. We drew both of them. That was the only problem. That's the wrong way. Okay, try that again, shall we? That's when that technique doesn't work. If you have one enemy... Nice, man. You have one enemy, like big enemy you're kiting. Well, I'm locked on, what? Goodness. I'm locked on and like walking forward into him and R1ing, running R1, it just doesn't work. What? It's ridiculous. I wasted like 2 heals already on 2 basic enemies. That's bad. Alright, like, where do the rest of these fuckers come from? I need to know. Like, they don't walk up with him. I need that first hit. I rolled early. He's giving me a lot of openings. That's fine. I fucking rolled that, man. Play the game. Okay, now all the fuckers come up with woodwork. This guy with his infinite range of infinite outtradiness. Look at this. Goodness, I hate this enemy in particular. The twin dagger ones that can parry you and like have infinite combos. How did that miss? I don't know. Die. Irritating us enemies. You're okay. Not Crystal Lizard. Like, I feel like I did that a billion times faster, but I got hit like a billion times more. I'm on 5 flasks. I think I was down to like 6 last time or something. Okay. How do we do this? No, I always do that as well. On equipment. Do it here. We do also have... I can't even tell if that's going. Yeah. Yeah, bitch. Get over here. I can handle one of you. Maybe. It is the axe chain guy, which is more than mildly frightening. Fire is fine. It's like... They don't have hurt boxes. So fucking gangly. Can I have a turn, please? There you are. Perish. Right. Let's Ember up for this guy. Full heal plus extra health. And we have 4 flasks to get this guy, just this guy. And if we can get some start off damage, that'd be good. 1,000. Yeah, it's worth getting hit. Right. Yeah, I spaced that intentionally. Gotcha. Okay. We've done it. Holy shit. That is, for just being random enemies, that is a really tough encounter. Put this back on my back. What the fuck? You died to a full combo there. Things are so, like, exposed here. Like, the exposure, like, the photography term exposure. Things are so exposed, like you can't see items. It's so bright you can't see the white flash unless it's contrasted like in a shadow or something. There's another guy. Yep. They died to a full combo of that, which is nice. Dragon chases ashes. That's very good. That'll give us, I think, the ability to buy Titanite chunks from the shop, which is big. I did all of that without recovering my souls, by the way. So I died in the most inopportune locations. But this is the Archdragon Peak. This is the highest natural point, I think. Time for gesture. Look at this. You see him? That's how big the Archdragons are, right? They are the size of mountains. That is what Gwyn fought. Like, the dragons that we see here, they're more drakes of wyverns. They don't hold a candle. That is the wrong gesture. Get out of doing that, please. Alright, let's meditate. And we get the Twinkling Dragon Torso Stone, which is important. It's very important. To get the dragon transformation items in this game. So let's do a bit of reading. Got some key items to sift through. Didn't read this. Umbralash of the Fallen Warrior who chose the path of the ancient dragons. With this, the Shrine Maiden. Yeah. Whatever it is sure to grant strength to the most unrelenting warriors. Being consumables, would it? Yeah. Okay, so Dragonstone, imbued with the power of the everlasting dragons, used in a secret rite by dragon worshippers. Gain the head of a dragon and emit dragon breath, a transformation that is irreversible until death. Those who choose the path of the dragon strive for perfect imitation, and the dragon head rite is the first step in this grand process. Gain the torso of a dragon and a dragon's roar, a transformation. From ancient times, the path of dragon worship was walked by warriors. It is said they envision Archdragon Peak in the depths of their meditation, and at times they even hear the distant sound of the great bell at its peak. We are hearing that bell currently. Stone imbued with the power of everlasting dragons, offered to a towering dragon. This stone shows signs of nascent light. Gain the torso of a dragon and roar alongside an Archdragon Mirage. The transformation is irreversible. Yet true imitation will require a dragon head as well. Wonder where we'll get that. Okie doke. That is it for this area, by the way. We have the area boss and, you know, a bit of housekeeping to do. So let's return to the shrine. Excuse me. I don't know how recording 2 episodes in a day is possible. I don't know how people stream and talk all day because my voice is going.
Welcome home, Ashen. Speak thine.
I can feel it getting like raspier and deeper as we go. We're almost done. It's fine. Get another level up. See, now it's already gone from plus 4 to plus 3 damage on our weapon, but you know, it's still good. What we can do now also, now that we're at 32 int, still trying to use Y to sit at or to interact with bonfires. It's not good. Instead of a great heavy soul arrow, we can put on a soul spear, which should be good. Should be a lot faster. Yep. Probably takes a lot more FP, but hi-ho. That's what you get. Hey Andre, do you have anything to tell me?
Oh, you've returned. I was hoping to see you. That crestfallen ass, Hawkwood, he handed
That crestfallen ass.
He's changed a great deal since he left this place. Graven of face, he asked me to give it ye.
Hawkwood's Swordgrass.
Now that that task is concluded, what would you have me smith today?
Now that you mention it, there is a new Titanite slab in my inventory, which will give this 250 plus 100, 350, 376 damage from like 320 that it was before, given A scaling and intelligence. So that is something new. So what, that's like what, plus 10, plus 15, plus another 15, plus 30, plus 13, plus, that's plus like 43 extra just with this upgrade, which is pretty good. I'll probably do that. I'll hold off for now. Let's read that item. Let's run away from Andre while he's banging away on that hammer. Key items. A message from Hawkwood, kept by the blacksmith. Bloodstained Swordgrass of Hawkwood, deserter of the Undead Legion. Traditionally, the Undead Legion of Farron sends the gravest of messages using Swordgrass. Come to the mausoleum in Farron. Only one can take the path of ancient dragons. Oh, Hawkwood, Hawkwood. You precious idiot of a crestfallen knight. You have just challenged me for a throne that I barely even wanted. So let's go find him, shall we? Let's go to the Abyss Watchers fight. Arena. The Farron Keep. There he is. What do you got to say, buddy?
This is unexpected. Well, I've decided to stop running from my fate. Loathe me all you like. I shall take what makes you dragon.
You won't take shit. He's got the Abyss Watcher's great sword. He's not using his shield. And he's doing the ye olde breakdancing move. Ooh. Extra damage for hitting him while he's in the air, I think. That was that sound effect. He does damage. I'll give him that. But he doesn't have Estus, does he? I mean, I think he does, actually. But not as much as me, that's for sure. You do that, buddy. Yeah, you are. But I immediately get the damage back because he just face plants. Nice. Just bait out attacks. The punchable kind. That was not the punchable kind. I think if he went for the second like hit of that weapon art, I would have died. But he didn't, so we're fine. Because I can't get out of that second off the first one. And it has armor, so I can't hit him out of it. Go on, buddy. Do it again. Flip. No. And armored through that. And armored through that. Oh, nice range. How many heals do you got, bro? I'm starting to run low. a big charge up, but not much payoff. Ow. Just got so much health. I might be forced to desert this fight. Nah, I won't. Ooh. After I helped you get out of your slump, this is how you repay me. To try and kill me. No gratitude. That's a problem. Oh. I hit him twice. Didn't interrupt him. He's still got healing. I need to hit this guy with, like, dual charm or something. Okay. Sick. That armor is a problem. He's not giving me a second to heal. Right. Space. Space nicely. There you are, you fucker. You're out of healing. Oh, I got out of it that time. Maybe it barely clipped me. Yeah, none of that. Lip. I have more dragon than you.
More dragon than I.
For a guy that only gave like 1k souls, he's a bit of a toughie. But from there we recover the ancient dragon headstone, which has a slightly different description. Second of its kind offered to a towering dragon. Gain the head of a dragon and bit breath alongside an archdragon mirage. The illusion achieved was the first case of a human imitating the form of an ancient dragon, and revealed the smallness of human existence. The road to the old dragons is long and arduous, and only one can complete the journey. Yeah. Awkward. You tried your best. But you failed. And the sad thing is I'm never, ever, ever going to use that archdragon or the dragon stones, because, yeah, I don't wanna. Alright. The time that I've been stalling for. I can hear the music playing in my head. Let's pull the lever, Crunk. And this time, it's the right lever. The grand bell will chime, pondering a storm. Bong. What an interesting thing, like, in symbolism, in, like, mechanical design a giant bell is. Like, think about somebody had to design, we just need a bell, like, bell, ding ding ding, bigger, make it the size of a clock tower, you know. That's where you get stuff like, you know, Big Ben, which is the bell, I'm pretty sure. All right. Now, lucky for me, I've been playing Night Rain, and guess who's a boss in Night Rain? The Nameless King. And he has a lot more moves in that game, and he's a lot harder. Like, granted, you have a team when you're fighting him, but, you know, here he is. Here he is. I've had some practice fighting him. Bum ba da bum ba 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 ba. That's a hard move to dodge. Fine. I dodged the brunt of it. Alright, I'm going to do that. In for a sweep. Chase him up. Not locking on is good. And right in the eye. That's fire, that's like his best attack. And you can just get around him and slice him a bit. Can't see the guy, assume he's attacking. Almost done. He's just not giving me too many openings right now. That's fire. I don't think I made in time. Okay. Didn't make in time to punish well, but that's fine. Whatever. We made that taking 1 splash damage hit. King of the Storm's down. That was a good boss. Too bad it was over quickly, you know. I wish there was a bit more to this fight. Maybe a second phase or something. Oh, that guy's still alive. I can't wait to become friends with him. Oh god, that cross spear, man. And the crown. Oh goodness. He pulls the Smo and absorbs his friend, or like, I guess finishes him off. Now, here he is, the man himself. Oh. Yep. Didn't even hit me with the attack, he just bumped into me. This guy is like the original guy to drag his attacks. This is like the entirety of Elden Ring, just summed up. Let's get a heal off. Alright, that's my bad. It's getting greedy. I dodge back. Shoot, dodge back. That's bad. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm actually dead. Mashing in case it does anything to help me. Maybe it did. Thank you for giving me a second. Alright, we're back in the game. Just get a hit off. No need to panic. Just the Nameless King. Get it through it. That was a bit panicky. I dodged back into that again. Might be over leveling this slightly, it's fine. I don't have anything to prove. I've been in this game multiple times. Including blind, so... This is just a victory lap if anything. Ow. Still my bad here. But that's okay too. Timing slightly off. I'm on the edge of the arena as well. I'm dead. Mash! I'm alive! That's fine. Doesn't do much damage for the wind. Yeah, the key is just to not be intimidated by him. Because then you're going to panic roll. I know he likes to panic roll. Get it. He is walking. And remember, always, always, always roll through. Ow. You do not roll away. That's how you get hit. Mess with that stomp. Let's hit another one. Oh, that's not good. See, that was the panic roll. We could have done that. I got a bit greedy. I should have healed. I was like, it's a bit of a waste to heal, but oh well. All it means is we get to see the fight again, which is always a plus. I'll always enjoy fighting this boss. I wish Dark Souls had like some sort of like boss sandbox mode where you could just fight any encounter you want. I'd pay good money for that. God, come on, the depth perception is messing with me a bit. Oh, another one. We're already doing worse than last attempt. It's fine. God, he normally never does this attack. He's done it like twice in a row. Okay. Lock in. Lightning bolts. Link. Actually does more than one, I feel like. That's fire. That's good. I am out of touch, aren't I? Can't see him, assume he's doing some bullshit. Is fire down? Yeah. Okay. Alright. Okay, that's good damage. Jason. Whatever. Early. I only lock on this phase, basically, just to have eyes on the guy. But it's not good to lock on for the rest of the fight, I don't think. Fuck, die! Oh, for depth perception. Okay. I'm 4 heals worse off than last time. But, you know, I have a bit more experience. Oh, well, not experience per se, but like familiarity. So my punishes are better. Dodging is better. Twice in a row. You recovered out of that attack very quickly. Like, this guy drags his attacks, right? No one's gonna say he doesn't. But it feels so beautifully intuitive, this fight. The timing is so... It's really intimidating. At the same time, it feels, if you are familiar with it, it feels so good. It's so rhythmic. It's a 1, 2, 1, 2. It's a dance. You have windows to weave in attacks. Look at that. You don't have this shit in Elden Ring. If this was an Elden Ring fight, he would do his combo. It would be 75 attacks in a row with no punish windows, and then you get 1 attack if you're lucky. This you can weave, man. You can weave. If you're not bad like me. Ooh. Quickly. Nice. I'm not sure how that didn't hit me, or if it did. Whatever. We don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Fuck, man. I dodged backwards into it. Oh, that was such an unfortunate, like, series of moves. And that's the fun bit, right? When I lose there, I feel like I've made a mistake. The rhythm is easy to get into, and it's just as easy to lose, right? Once you're out of rhythm, once you're a step out of the dance, you have to work hard to get back into the rhythm of that fight. That's what I love about it. It's like once you get into that zone, it's the same with like Mantis Lords in Hollow Knight. I know I'll mention that at any point. It's my favorite boss fight in gaming. But it's a rhythm thing. It's a flow state. It's fire. Really, I think lock on is fucking with me a bit. Okay, that's fine. Get the heal in while he's around. High speed of sound. And we get there just in time to punish him. Get a nice visceral. Let our stamina regen a bit. Do fire. I'd appreciate fire. And even just the movement is exploitable as well. Like you see he's doing a like flip over you. He'll go to the other side of you. So if you quickly turn around, you get a punish window there. That's not even like an attack. You know, that's a movement option that you're punishing. How many movement options can you punish in Elden Ring? 0 is the answer. Get away from me, scary man. And it's just a little bit forgiving. You know, I messed up one dash. I reacted to it and I was able to figure out something anyway. And the animations don't blend together. You know exactly where the attack is coming from, every attack he does. And what the timing is going to be. It's like when I see like people talk about the future of games, like, oh, this boss is going to have AI that reacts to the way you play. I don't want that. I want bosses to be like somewhat predictable, just because they're more enjoyable that way. You are fighting against like a machine. That's like how it should be, I feel like. It probably would be novel. I mean, I'd have to try it. I'm not knocking it like entirely on principle. But I don't think an AI boss that reacts to how you play would be fun. You know, just like that, this boss fight is just going, right? My bad. The moment I said, hey, it's going well, that's when I get hit, obviously. But it's God. Yeah, I knew that second bit was coming. I tried to dodge it. It didn't work out. See, I'm out of rhythm and I got hit like 3 times in a row. Get back in. That's not a very frequent attack he does. Yo. Another swipe. Another one. Make it 3. Just a bit early. Back in. Alright, not too bad. Take that opportunity. And another thing about the whole like attacks that take a second, like the dragged attacks, it's not drag instant attack. It's a drag into a fairly slow attack that you can see coming and like dodge through, right? That's not like a crazy fast attack. Like some of them are like that. The thrusts are hard to dodge because of that precise reason. But you see, like, it's not slow, zoom, right? It's slow into, you know, moderate speed so you can react to the drag. So it rewards you for knowing the pattern. But if you don't, it doesn't one-shot you and, like, you know, you can at least somewhat play on reaction. It does what it's supposed to do. It doesn't strain your reaction time to the point where it's, like, impossible to dodge unless you have, like, 0.1 reactions, you know? That's not what dragging attacks is supposed to test. It's supposed to be a panic test, right? If you're panicking, regardless of the speed of the attack, you are going to get hit if you spam roll. That's not what the Elden Ring dragged attacks, you know, test for. Which I think is a shame. And yes, I've been holding in that speech about bosses the entire time I was waiting for Nameless King to show up. Because he is my favorite boss in the game. He is the perfect example of a boss that is threatening, which is completely exploitable, but at the same time extremely threatening, and at the same time has challenging moves that aren't too bad. You know, it's a phase boss fight, which usually I hate, like, 2-phase boss fights where the first phase is completely like a different boss to the first phase. The King of the Storms is like a very short thing, and it's a knowledge test, really. It is the perfect Dark Souls boss, and I will not be convinced otherwise. Titanite Slab. I tell a lie. Is there another one? I know there's one in Lothric Castle still. There's one in the DLC in Ringed City. I don't know where else though. But yeah, I love Nameless King. I got a picture with a Nameless King cosplayer at Comic-Con a few years ago. That was like my highlight, man. Should be more items here. I just don't want to miss them. They're very important items. Who knows? Maybe I'll turn that Nameless King like speech into a short and watch people get angry at me and say skill issue. It'll at least be good rage bait, right? Good rage bait. The Dragon Slayer set. Time for Don't Give Up. I think that's everything here. Alright. The Dragon Slayer set. Ladies and gentlemen, very important. Where is it? That beautiful lion helm. A golden lion helm associated with Dragon Slayer Ornstein from the Age of Gods, imbued with the strength of lightning. In the Dragonless Age, this knight, who long guarded the ruined cathedral, left the land in search of the Nameless King. Do you have a bit more? No. So, Ornstein was stationed at the Great Cathedral to guard Guinevere. But in the end, he left, leaving Smo on his own to guard the gates. And he had left intentionally to seek out the Nameless King. And assumedly, he lost to him. And that's why we see his spear. Like, this is where we picked up his spear, like, through the grates here when this gate was closed. And, you know, we saw his spear and we saw his armor. Presumably, he challenged the Nameless King and he died. Why? We may see that in the future. Okay, you're going to summon that guy. I'm going to kill you. I want to kill this guy again just in case he drops his armor. I'm pretty sure... Don't remember. I'm pretty sure this is how you get it. You do that, bro. Good damage. Like, am I wrong? Do we already have the Drake Blood armor? I don't even know. It gives 5k souls at least. And, you know, Nameless King gives a hefty amount. We're at 131k. Alright. So, the big reveal. We've been talking about, you know, Gwyn and his knights. And, Ornstein, of course, is very heavily tied to this area. Let's read his soul, shall we? Soul of a Nameless King. The Nameless King was once a dragon-slaying god of war, before he sacrificed everything to ally himself with the dragons. Very important lore. What can we glean from his boss items? Lightning Storm. Once a slayer of demons, a former king and war god tamed a storm drake on which he led a lifetime of battle. This miracle is likely a tale of their bond. Some more, yeah. The Nameless King, ally of the ancient dragons, fought beside the storm drake in countless battles. When the great beast fell, the king claimed his soul, as was the custom in the Age of Gods. So, you know, it was out of respect. It was out of custom, right? Translator armor. Don't remember if we read that. We might have. I used this sword spear in my first playthrough as well. Actually, no, it was my second. I was spears on my second. A dragon hunting weapon from the Age of Gods, the earliest form of the cross spear, serving both sword and spear. Its owner was the Nameless King and deific hunter of dragons. The sword spear is imbued with lightning, of which he was the heir. So we're sort of hinting at a lot of things here. I'll just come out and say it. The Nameless King was the long-lost first son of Gwyn. He was the heir of lightning. In Dark Souls 1, there was always a big hubbub around who was Gwyn's first son. That was, you know, lost to the annals of time. His name was stricken from the history books for crimes, you know, unfathomable crimes against his father. No one knows why. And here we get a good idea of what happened. He allied himself with a storm drake, with the ancient dragons, which were the sworn enemies of Gwyn. Because, you know, it was Gwyn's, you know, age of fire that started when Cephas Scalus taught Gwyn the weakness of the dragons, which was lightning. That's why all of his, moves use lightning. That's why Ornstein used lightning. That's why Ornstein's spear looks very similar to the Nameless King's spear, because we saw in its description that the cross spears were made off of the image of the Nameless King's spear. And he decided to forsake all of that to ally himself with the dragons. I don't know why, but it's what he did. And that is the consequence of that. And Ornstein, I assume, was sent to hunt him down as sort of an enemy of the state. And he failed, which is a shame, because Ornstein's cool, and we like Ornstein.
Welcome home, speak then. Very well, then take Nari.
In Dark Souls 1, like, people, like, didn't know. So they made so many theories on it. Some people thought Solaire was the firstborn because he had a deep connection with like sunlight. He was the sun bro. He was the warrior of sunlight. He is Praise the Sun incarnate with a goofy like design of a sun that he drew on his own armor. People thought it might be him, and he spent his entire character story looking for his sunlight, and in the end he finds a sunlight maggot which parasitizes him, and it's not good. But people thought that Andre was the first born. I don't remember who else is sort of roped into this whole rigmarole of fan favorite theorizing and whatnot. Did we read this, by the way? Yeah. So this is Smo's set. Grotesque armor associated with Smo, the last knight to stand in defense of a ruined cathedral, which is, this is, I don't remember if this description was in Dark Souls 1 or not. I think it was. Basically just a confirmation that Smo was the last guy there. Ornstein left early. What the Ornstein that we fight in Dark Souls 1 is an illusion. Dragon scale armor of a nameless king who is an ally to ancient dragons. The scales are razor sharp and cannot be burned. This golden crown buried amidst the long strands of bristling ash are said to closely resemble that of the First Lord, Gwyn. Like Gwyn, had this sort of long white hair as well. These golden bracelets, together with the golden breastplate and crown, are said to closely resemble First Lord, yeah. So yeah, that is sort of a mystery, the mysticism around Archdragon Peak, Gwyn's firstborn. It's very interesting. And he makes for a great boss fight. So what more can you really ask for? Yeah, that'll be it for this episode of Dark Souls 3. It was a bit of a long one. We had a lot to do. I feel like if I didn't die like when he was on 1 HP like twice, this episode could be cut down 20 minutes, but oh well, we got to fight a sick boss fight for a bit more, and that's that's the trademark of a good boss. If when I die to it, am I happy to die to it again? And Nameless King is great about that. So back to the main line of the story. We'll be going to the Grand Archives, I believe, and that'll be next time on Dark Souls 3. So thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.